I'm live. Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to wait for a few people to come on. Going to start shuffling up my cards. We'll see if anyone comes on. I don't see anybody here.
Is it just YouTube?
Yeah, it's public.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's jumping on. Oh, one person's on. Hello. Welcome to Dark Politics Tarot. I'm going to read on DJT, of course. I'm so sad too. I'm so sad too. Aren't we all tired of him? Hi, Kathleen. How are you? So, I was wondering, how's it going to go for him tonight? Hello. Hello, Antoinette. I wanted to see how it's going for DJT for tonight. Maybe we should see how his health will do first, and then we'll see how it goes otherwise. I'm going to use my Trionfi della Luna. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Empath Eyes. How's everyone doing? We had 30 inches of snow out here. Hi, Kathy. And the snow drifts are huge, and the parking lot is like mountainous. It's unbelievable. But at least I have my electricity, because I have electric heat. Hi, Sheila. So I'm going to ask, let's see, Donald Trump's health right now. I was going to read on this morning, but it never came out, so I figured I'd come on live and do it. I'm trying to see the chats. Hi, Maurice. Donald Trump. Actually, I want to start with my hallucinations deck. Let's see. Will, how's Donnie's health for tonight in his big boy show? Oh, the conundrum. Dun, dun, dun. The conundrum. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. How's little Donnie doing tonight? How's his health? Oh, the eye. Everyone has their eye on him, but he's got his eyes on them. And them meaning probably SCOTUS. Hello there. Hello, 33 Beam. So I want to see the reaction of SCOTUS. And then we have submerged. Ooh, I think he's going to be underwater in his health tonight. I think we're going to see a lot of confusion there. All right, let's go to the Trionfi della Luna deck. And these decks are by Deviant Moon. All right, Donald Trump, how's your health doing for tonight? Page ones. They're giving him, they're giving him something to keep him standing, let's just say that, for his health. They're giving him a little extra energy, I think. Hello, everyone who's joined. Thank you for being here. So show me Donald Trump's health tonight. And what might we see? Hello, Daniel. We have crossing him The truth is crossing him. That's going to be a problem. These are two sort of, I could see that also as a little, syringe full of something, if you get my drift. Let's see, how's Donnie going to do on his health tonight? The Knight of Swords. He's going to be going after people, that's for sure. I think it's going to be really unhinged. The High Priestess. So I guess he won't be talking about the e-files tonight. And the Ace of Coins. The economy's great. I don't think this is coming out so much as a health reading. It's starting to look at what he's going to be talking about. The Moon. Whoa, utter chaos. Utter chaos. The Moon card. He's going to be howling at the moon. Get ready. I don't plan on watching it, but I will peek in every so often just to see. I want to just see like when he walks in with SCOTUS. So we have Two of Swords, big decision to be made about what? The Knight of Wands. I think what that is they're trying, behind the scenes, I think they're trying to tell him, don't do this, don't do that. King of Coins, he's going to be talking about the economy and how great it is. Oh, boy. Page of Coins. The message is weak. This is the final outcome card. The Page. Putting out the message about the economy. But look at how small. Oh, how sad. Let's go down to the table here. Okay, let me bring it over. Hopefully this is okay. Can everybody hear me okay? I hope my microphone is working okay. So here we have, I pulled them a little closer so they're not in their usual spot. Okay, so we have here the conundrum. So like I said, sounds good? Okay, thank you. I just got started. I didn't see who said they're late. Nobody's late. I just got started. I was here late. So I just got started a few minutes ago. We're talking about Donnie's night tonight, his big night. And I was asking about his health. And so it's a conundrum. They're having a hard time with his health. Wide-eyed. He is the eye. So I wonder what this means with this sort of protective sign. It really is about, I think, everybody's eyes on him, but I think he might be really wired. I'm getting that feeling with this card. He's really super wired. And, these two guys also look similar in these cards. And here he has a shark on one hand and a shark in the other hand. So he's looking at Republicans and he's looking at the SCOTUS. And he's all wild-eyed. What is he going to do to them? And then they kind of become a blur to him. And he sort of will go underwater as he's talking. He's going to be a bit overwhelmed, I think, and a lot of confusion. And then he may just drift off and start to go into his fantasy land of his flight of ideas when that starts. This is what this card reminds me of, the flight of ideas, and just letting the waves carry him as he drifts off into nowhere land. What a guy, what a guy. So I hope you could see these cards. So here we have these two cards here tell me about what's keeping him up. So I feel like they are propping him up tonight with his health. Get this light is making a glare. So they're propping him up with the Page of Wands. And they're trying to prop him up with the proper message, right? And the truth is crossing him. He can't ever speak the truth, but now that he's full-blown dementia, he believes his own lies. And that's crossing him. But this could also be, like I said, a syringe, another little propping up, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. The Knight of Swords, this is him, Don Quixote, chasing after windmills. I think we're going to see that on full blast tonight, if you watch it. And the High Priestess. Can he keep his mouth shut? Can you, Donald? Can you keep your mouth shut? I think that's what they're wondering. If he can, maybe they're really saying just go with the economy and keep saying the economy's great because they think that everybody's going to still believe him. I think they're all in their own bubble at this point. Why would you think anybody in America would believe that? We know the MAGA are a lost cause, but even they have to see. They're going to see him as really old tonight, I believe. The moon, you won't be watching, Lori? Hi, Lori. The moon card. So we're going to see him barking at the moon. This is the card where, the creatures come out of the water. He's not going to do well. It's going to be mass confusion for him. And it's just not going to be a good thing. Now, behind the scenes, I really think this card is about they're trying to stop him from being his worst. They're trying to go over the issues with him. It's not going to work, though, because we have him. He's mad as hell. The Knight of Wands. He's mad as hell. He's got the big stick, and he's on his horse, and he's going to go after them. Blah, blah, blah. I'm the king. King Blodius and Blovius. And his message is just going to be he's going to look silly. I think he's going to look really silly, saying the economy is great. And I think he's going to make a lot of people really angry. Let me see. Is there anything I have to look at? Oh, I do want to look at SCOTUS. Are they afraid? Will some of them not go? So let's just look at the Knight of Wands card. So let me ask to please clarify, is this about him going after SCOTUS or this card? We'll do both of the cards. So will he be going after the Supreme Court justices that ruled against his tariffs? The work. Will he go after them? The work card comes out. We know he doesn't work. Ooh, yes. He's going to look really bad. He's just fuming. Oh, dear. The abuse of power card. Oh, he's really going to come after them. Will this hurt him, though, in the long run? If he goes after SCOTUS, Let's check out the Knight of Swords. If he goes after SCOTUS and embarrasses them, will they retaliate? And is this part of what this Knight of Sword card is? It's going to give him a big burden. It will be a very foolish action if he does. And I think they're weak, though. I think he's going to humiliate them tonight. Let me just check out the Page of Coins as our outcome card here, the Page of Coins. Just show me more about tonight and the outcome. Another page. He's going to surprise us with the things he says tonight. He's going to surprise us. What's going on with this Page of Coins? All about his money, his wealth, going on about that. Talking about things in the past that maybe a lot of people are too young to even understand what he's talking about. This is something about his childhood also, going back to his childhood, blathering on. I think he's going to be looking, trying to choose his words. He can't find the words. The Moon again. Yeah, it's going to be utter confusion. He goes off into confusion. The Chariot came out upside down. So he's going into this swinging. I think he's going to lose a lot of energy, though. And the Queen of Wands also came out. And I think this is about him just going off on people, really taking the club at people. Okay, so let's see what you guys have to say. If I can get you back over here. Hello, Loki. What do y'all think about that? And will any of you be watching? I'm just clearing out my cards here. I'm going to reshuffle. Let me go back into the chat. I don't know how you get the chat on to stay there. Oh, hi, Danielle. If you repeat a lie often enough, people tend to believe it after a while. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Avalon. Said they love my readings. Laura, if he loses it, will they have a designated distraction? Oh, yeah. I think Erica Kirk is going to be there. I heard some of the survivors were going to be there. Has anybody heard that? Like, would they really allow them to come in? You know, the survivors? Let me know if you know. James refuses to watch The Criminal. Me too. Not watching, Alex. No. Alexandra. Is Daniel Lee? Yeah, not Danielle. I have very bad eyes, and it's on a very small screen. I'm doing this on my phone, so not nice to make fun of old people with bad eyes. Survivors will be there with senators. Okay. That's something to watch for. I mean, I know the news people will, the independent news people will be doing their watch parties. They're going, staring at him while he speaks. Good. Let's see, will that unnerve him? Hello. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. That's so sweet of you. Let's celebrate their 10th super. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. You are so generous. Some senators in Congress are not showing up. Yeah. I'm wanting to see him have a major health issue that can't be dismissed. Leanne, they say he is trying to push the button on Iran, but they keep distracting him. Baby mind. That's right. The baby mind. You must distract him. That's so funny. Yes. When I read on that, it showed that he wants to do it. He really wants to do it. But I don't think the military will allow it. I would like to see Amy Coney Barrett's reaction too. Some are calling it State of the Swamp. That's a good one. State of the Swamp. What's going down in the swamp in D.C.? Let's see. Let's look at, thank you, Mona. She says, like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit your bell and hit all, because they now, when you subscribe to channels, they put you on personal. Getting personally, once in a while you get a notification. You have to put it on all notifications. Why they do that, I have no idea. When I subscribe to someone, I want to hear from them whenever they're putting out videos. Susie. My 2 state senators holding a virtual town hall and not going. Good on them. Very good. So let's see. Got an email from Deviant Moon that the new decks I pre-ordered is shipping. Ooh, you're gonna have to bring them into the membership. We're gonna have to go on a Zoom call so we can see them. Did you get the new deck? The really new deck that's come in? They're like pictures. I want to get that, but it's pretty pricey. You're not watching. Hopi says the type of nonsense that could show America he is not fit. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. Oh, it is that one? Oh, I have to see it, Mona. They will say that they started war with Iran. Oh, that's a good one. Let's first look at, I just want to see what happens with the, let's see what happens with the e-survivors. The victims. If they're going and glaring, I just wonder, I want to know, is that going to trip them up? Hi, Valerie. Yeah, I want to know if that's going to trip them up. Let's see. Let me do a little ruffle shuffle with my lovely hallucinations deck. I can't get enough of these cards. I just love them. I love all my Deviant Moon cards. I had to get some new Rider-Waite decks for my class because I didn't even own. I had a mini deck, but I didn't even own one anymore. It's been so long. So let's see. Will the e-survivors get on Dumpy's nerves? Will that confuse him or make things worse for him? Will he notice them? The harvest. Oh, this is creepy. The harvest. See all the young ladies there, and he cuts off the heads. Ooh, it's going to remind him. And now there's been new evidence out, or new news today is about, remember the 13-year-old that said that little Don Don had SA'd her. That's come out, that that file they need to look into. Accusations. Hi, Raymond. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. Wow. Accusations. He's going to feel the accusations from them, right? Isn't that funny? He's going to really feel it. They're going to be all staring at him, making him nervous. Not that he really gets nervous, but flustering him because he gets so angry. And remembrance. Oh, wow. I can't believe this card came out. Trying not to get the glare. The remembrance card, it's going to make him remember the things he's done. It's also remembrance for those who've passed on. You know, Virginia Giuffre. Okay. Interesting, huh? Thanks, Kathleen. By the way, I love your hair, Kathleen. I always see your little icon when you changed your hair. I'm like, I want my hair that color. Okay, 3 of Cups. This is so funny. These are the women. These are the women coming out. I love it. I love it. I love it. The women coming out. The 4 of Wands showing the White House. We're coming to get you. These were the people left out in the cold. Nobody would listen to them. They kept knocking on the door. Nobody would answer. Nobody would help these girls that are now women. Nobody helped them. 8 of Cups. Well, he's going to want to walk away. I think this is speaking about them. Ooh, this jumped out. The 7 of Swords. The stealing, that's the overarching energy. The stealing of their childhoods. Wrecking their childhoods. Oh, King of Wands. That's him. This is the angry. He's so angry. His face is going to be... He's always, you know, a burnt umber color. He's going to be purple tonight. He's going to be so mad. Ooh, when it shows it more. 7 of Wands. He's going to feel like they're all out to get him. Wow. He's going to really feel their presence. I love it. I love it. And here he is again. Bloaty, bloaty, bloaty. I got so much money. I'm the king. And 3 of Swords. He's going to feel really bad tonight. Maybe this will give him a little palpitation. Thank you, Lori. That's so nice of you. Bloaty, bloaty, bloaty. 4 of Coins. Somebody in my class said that this was her card for rump. Can't you just see it? My money, my money, my money, my. I'm not drunk. Okay. Let me just get a drink of my soda here. Let me see what y'all are saying. The survivors are showing up. Okay, good. Hi, Terry. You're not watching. Yeah. Thanks again, Lori. He can't read. That's true. Is the SAVE Act going to pass? I hope not. He can't read without glasses, but he's too vain. I know. We've seen him in a deposition wearing glasses. That's why he can't see. It's not that he can't read. Okay, let's go down to the table. Alrighty. So here's the poor victims. He will be reminded of what he did to them. This is the harvest. How he thought they were his. How he thought he owned people and could just pluck them away. And then we have the accusations. That's what he'll think. Oh, they're just accusing me, but they're coming after him. They're coming out of the woodwork, and he's going to have memories, and he's going to have nightmares, I think, about people coming out of the woodwork and starting to accuse him. You know, he could have in the past stopped people by paying them off or just doing bad things. But at this point, he probably doesn't have a lot of memory of who and what he did in the past. And tonight, I think there will be a remembrance, perhaps, of some of it. But like I said, it's also remembering the survivors, the people that passed, the survivors that eventually passed away. So I'd like to just give them a little shout out tonight and remember Virginia Giuffre and any other person that may have passed away because of this monster. All right, let's get back to the reading. So here we have the Three of Cups. So these are women celebrating. So I think they're going to have a big victory tonight in upsetting him. And he's being crossed by the Four of Wands. I think this is well, they're coming into his territory is what it is. These two cards are saying to me. Then we have, he thought he was done with them. He thought he put all this to rest years ago, right? They were impoverished. They didn't have the money to take him to court. They didn't have the lawyers to help them, the money to pay them. So he thought he was free and easy. He's going to try to walk away from it. He's going to try to not look their direction. But I think he might have an outburst of lying because it just gets to them. I'm up for seeing that crazy, okay? I'm up for the crazy. And the King of Wands, that's him, you know, the unlevel-headed king and his anger and attacking others. It's going to fire him up seeing these women in there. And, you know, he's just going to try to boast about his economy and everything he did for the country. Oh, I don't think so. Three of Swords, he's going to be very disappointed, but we could also see this as a helping of the time. Tick, 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 tick. Where? In the heart. And the greedy monster, it might be the end of you. This might be the end of him. I want to use my my pendulum. Oh, I have a white one out. You might not be able to see it so good. So I want to just see, is this going to be the beginning of the end for Donald? And if it goes to the right, That's my yes. To the left is no. And if it keeps going in the middle, that's a maybe. Will this be the beginning of the end of DJT? All right, it's spinning, spinning. Oh, here we go. Spinning. There we go. It's going to the right. Okay. Let me see what you guys are talking about. If I can lift you up again. It's hard. I don't want to knock you off the tripod. What y'all saying? Lots of people never grew up, had a difficult childhood, but they are not cruel and abusive. Absolutely. Most people have difficult childhoods at some point. You know, we all go through things in childhood, some people worse than others, like people of, SA abuse, but there's also mental abuse, physical abuse. So it's no excuse to go and do horrible things. So I don't care. He had a good childhood in my mind. He was given $400 million. Like, who gets that? So I've never given that as an excuse for anything. It's like, let's see, what else is going on here? Mercury is going retrograde tomorrow. Oh no. Karma is a boomerang. Yes, Raymond. Alexandra, lots of people have, yeah, you just said that. Dark night of the soul comes from more enlightened people. He is not enlightened. He's just living in lower chakras on the hellish realm. I agree with that. Leanne, watching MS Now. See what they say. Okay. Let us know. He never grew up. Evil monster. No, he didn't. And hi, Mary. They said on the news today that it will be a long speech. Isn't it always? I don't know how anybody could stay and listen to him. What a terrible era in which idiots govern the blind. William Shakespeare. That's true. Good old Bill. Every time Trump talks about going to heaven, he says he doesn't think that he will. And then he says that he was just having fun. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone listening to him. Oh, Mary, thank you. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetie. Do you think the State of the Union will take a toll on his health? Well, yeah, I just read on that. I think it will. Thanks again for the super stickers. So, what was the other question I was going to ask? I asked about the survivors. And, I wanted to ask about Aileen Cannon. Hopefully they will not. She wants to get rid of. Want to be standing behind him tonight. The smell. I know, Lori. Aileen Cannon. So she wants to get rid of those files that Jack Smith has. So I just want to know if my mind has gone blank. I have dementia. The Third Circuit Court, will they rule against her? Will the Third Circuit Court rule against her? My Grammys, we will not be receiving any tariffs. That was never going to happen. That money went in his pocket. Okay, judgment. They're going to come at her. They are going to come at her, boy. They certainly will come at her if she's going to get eaten alive. She's not going to do well. She is going to get left out in the cold, boy. Wow. Eileen Cannon. Will the court deny you? Before I lay the cards down, what? In your opinion, if she gets into the Supreme Court, there are going to be so many other judges just ready to scream and pull her around. Page of Swords, slaying the dragon. I think she will be cut right down to size. They're going to put her in her place. Yeah, Page of Wands. Same cards coming out. I did shuffle them. They're going to send a message to her. It's going to be a strongly worded letter. Strongly worded letter to Eileen Cannon. Ooh, Nine of Swords. She should be locked up. Will they get her out? Will they take her away her license? Yeah, she would like to be Attorney General, probably. You're right, Valerie. Knight of Wands again. Will Jack leak the info? That's a good question. Hopefully he will. If she cuts it out, will he leak it? Trump Employee of the Month is Eileen Cannon. That's right. Step right on up. The King of Coins. He's going to pay her a lot. He's going to try to pay her. Get this done. The Magician, and I'll make you a star. I'll make you a star, babe. The only reason I laugh is because if I wasn't, I'd be crying. Six of Coins. He's going to really try to pay her. He's really going to try to give her extra. And the Hierophant. Legally, no. It ain't going to happen, Aileen. It ain't going to happen, girl. So, let's take a look. Without disturbing the camera. Okay. So, will the Third Circuit strike her down? Boom! Judgment card. They're going to eat her alive. She is being crossed by the Five of Pentacles, is being left out in the cold. This is crossing her. Judgment, being left out in the cold. I think, was this first? I think this was in the wrong place. Okay, being struck down by the court. Right now, she's trying to make a play for it, trying to do this with the Page of Wands, trying to put her point across. They're going to shut it down. Knight of Swords. We're shutting this thing down. We told you already. She's going to come back again and fight. She's really going to put a battle into this. Dumpy's going to be egging her on. I'll make you a Supreme Court justice. Do this little manipulation for me. It will be worth your while. I'll give you money. You'll be a sure seat in. But I think this is the overall court saying no. The court is going to win against her. That's not just her. This is a bunch of judges saying to her no. This is much stronger than her, the little Knight of Wands battling it. This is bigger than her, much bigger. So no, I don't think it will go through. Let's see if he will make her a Supreme Court justice. Let's go to a different deck. Some new energy here. And let's go to some Deviant Moon. So, let me just do a quick ruffle shuffle. Will Aileen Cannon become a Supreme Court justice? If somebody leaves soon, will Donald put her in as the Supreme Court justice? World card. She could have some success with that. He has the power to do it. Another yes card. 10 of Cups. Darn it. Justice card. Big Illusion. The 7 of Cups. Hopefully we can somehow make this not happen. Please make this not come true. Yeah, they're going to manipulate this. I know, help us. Oh, God. These are very good cards for her. Very good cards. This is probably her. She really emotionally wants this. Yeah. The Ace of Cups, that's a yes card too. She's going to manipulate the system. Well, good luck to you, Aileen, because we're coming. The American people are coming. Yeah, it will be given to her. Look at that. We're giving you the award, and look at her greedily grabbing it. Oh, my God. That's horrible. Horrible news. Sorry. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, that doesn't come true. Yes. Oh, my God. This is not good. Really bad. You feel sick. I'm sorry, Mona. Yeah, they're all yes cards. She's barely even an experienced lawyer. I know, Laura. I know. Alexandra. Susie. Feels sadly enough he will pay more to destroying evidence. Yes, of course he will. Noam thought we would believe her. Yeah, right. Sorry, not happening. Is Aileen Cannon going to handle Michael Wolff? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's see what happens with Michael Wolff's case. You mean in his case with Melania? Prayers for America, especially our children. I agree. Are you asking about Michael Wolff's case against Melania? No, we have 132 people. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. Melania regrets listening. Yeah, threatening to sue. I know. Wonderful. Melania. Oh, will Eileen take the case? She's walking on thin ice. Yes. Will she take the case about Melania? Knight of Pentacles. There's a handicap going in on it. The Knight of Pentacles. It's really slow moving. Something could stop it, stop her. It's not a slam dunk. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Eileen Cannon. She's going to go hard at it, yeah. She's got the government behind her. Oh, yes. She's got the Magician card, manipulating it. And she got the Yes card, the Nine of Cups. Be careful when you open up that genie, when you let out the genie from the bottle. You might about to destroy everything. Oh, she's getting the same cards. Justice. I did shuffle them. Whew. Not liking the outcome, though. Not liking the outcome of the case. She's not an experienced lawyer. Wheel of Fortune. This is a big risk. Big, big risk. And outcome. They're going to have to pay Michael, I think. They're going to have to pay him a lot of money. I don't think she's winning. She's manipulating it. I think she'll be a part of it. I got to take off my scarf. I'm getting hot. And I got a jacket on too, but I can't take it off. It'd be too much of a problem. All right, yeah. You want to see it on the table? Yeah. So I think she's going to take up the case if she gets it. I think she'll handle it. She's going to be handicapped, though. It's not going to go her way. It's going to be really slow moving for her to get in, but I think she eventually does take the case. She has the government backing her. She's going to try to manipulate things against Michael Wolff. But the genie comes out of the bottle. Everything comes out. He gets to do a deposition then and get all the evidence. So everything will come out. So they might think twice about having Eileen Cannon as the one doing this case, because it might not be so good when that evidence comes out, because fair justice could always come. They might not like the results that they get. And this is a huge risk that they will have to come out and give the evidence to the people. So what do you guys think of that reading? To me, it looks like she comes on strong. She comes on like this Queen of Wands. Like the magician, I can make everything happen for you. But I kind of think, now that I looked at all of them on the table, that justice really will be served and that they won't like the results. So they're letting out all the information will come out in the deposition. So let's see what you guys are saying. They already are. Yeah, everything's coming out. Everything is coming out and into the open. And money just you can't just buy everything off anymore, especially now that it's in the open and people want to know. What do you guys think? On a different subject, what happened to Nancy Guthrie? Now, yeah. Let's just see what happens to poor Nancy. Let's see if it's, let's see if it's really a cold case, if it's done. Let me just see which way these are going. Okay. So let's look at Nancy Guthrie, 84-year-old woman, mother, grandmother in Tucson, Arizona. Nancy Guthrie went missing. Is this the 4th week now? What did you say? It's history repeating itself. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, she lives in New York, not in Mar-a-Lago. Melania. All right, let's look at Nancy Guthrie. Let's see how it goes. Has this case now gone cold for Nancy Guthrie? I got the search is still going. They've made a new offer, or they will be making an offer to somebody. I don't know who, because I don't believe it was an actual kidnapping. Some offer is going out. Queen of Pentacles from the one with the money. So from Savannah. Yeah, I looked her up. I think she's a Capricorn. So that would be her, the Capricorn woman. I think Savannah Guthrie is going to have her own team looking for a mother if she hasn't done that already. Made an offer to the general public this morning. Oh, did she? The Guthrie family offers $1 million for information and the return of Nancy. Wow. She was not in this world within 24 hours. I'm kind of with you on that one. But they want to know where she is, so they have the money to find out. They want to know what happens, wouldn't you? Even if you know that she's already gone. You'd want to get her remains. You'd want to know what happened to your mother. I would. Page of Swords. This is the guy with the weapon. So she's putting together her own team. Maybe old profilers and FBI agents that will work with her. She's putting up boundaries now about anybody coming out and trying to mess with the case. So I think Savannah's going to rework this. She's going to hire people. They're going to put boundaries that people can't be, they're going to do something, block off the street or something. And they're going to find they're definitely going to do this for her mother. So we'll see. Yeah. She's doing this for her family. They can't be happy ever again if they don't know what happened to their mother. They have to find her remains and find out what happened to her. Yeah. They're going to be working with others. She's going to be working with new people to find her mother. And this is Nancy herself. She was an Aquarius. I looked it up. Some say send out searches of a close nature. Searches of a close nature park area. Okay. So what's Nancy saying here? What is she saying? She's in the hopes and fears position. What are you saying to us, Nancy? Will you be found? That's what I want to know. Will you be found? Restriction. Restriction. What does that mean? Let's pull out some cards on that. I'm very worried about unhinging this camera, unlocking the camera and it falling. Okay. I want to look at the outcome card, which is her being trapped, because this wasn't a death card. So the search is still ongoing. Now there's new information coming, new news, and I thought it was the Savannah coming out with something or a message, a family coming out with a message, and this card came out and she's a Capricorn. So I really feel like it's on her part. She wants to do whatever she can, and she's getting the message out there for people to keep searching for her mother. And she is, I think, working behind the scenes. We don't see this part of it, but she's working behind the scenes, probably with old-time FBI agents that are all over the place, just waiting to get in, to chime in on the case. They're looking for this guy, but we know there's somebody else. It wasn't just, that guy was a nincompoop. He was paid to do this. So they're going to start to be very cagey about who gets to look around the scene, which is, they need to be. That stupid circus of, people outside the house. It's just, I really hate that when people are trying to rake in all this money on her disappearance. But they are a close-knit family, and I feel they're going to do whatever to bring back their mother. They're going to use the lover's cards. They're going to use whatever contacts they have, maybe even through her show, people that will want to get together to find what really happened to who? Her mother. But let's look at this trapped card. Let me get a different deck here. I'll use this Crow Tarot deck. So show me more about the trapped card as the outcome. It's like the trapped card is somebody locked away somewhere, but it's not hard to get it unraveled. To get this person out of this situation looks very easy, doesn't it? So let's see whether she's alive or not, but let's just see if they can actually unravel where she is, find out her location. Show me, what does this mean? The Four of Cups. Yeah, they're not satisfied with what happened, with the way the police handled it, and then the FBI coming in and nothing really getting done. And then the King of Wands. This to me is somebody, they're going to somebody with a lot of power to help them. And it's not within the government. 2 cards came out. Oh, maybe it is in the government. But I don't think it's for Donald. They're going to people high up in their positions. And the Lovers again. Show me, what does this Lovers mean? Please clarify the Lovers, the connections. Who do they have connections with? What does the Lovers mean? Page of Swords. The message getting out there. Messages, a messenger. Messages being sent. This is the 8 of Cups. They don't want them to leave this. They don't want them to leave this case. 4 of Wands. Something in the home. They're still looking into something in the home. Oh, the betrayal in the family, I think, in the home. The betrayal came somewhere in the families. It keeps coming out that way to me. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be really slow, though. The Emperor. Does Donald get involved? I don't know. He got involved. Maybe they try to appeal to him, but she's the one that did the interview with the survivors. Maybe they have to deal with him behind the scenes because of that. Because they know it was revenge from him. Could it be that? What do you guys think? That's interesting. Anybody here? You're all still here. Please give me a like if you're still here. Because the more likes I get, the more they push up the video to others. How long have I been on? Almost, over an hour. Okay. So let's see what you guys think. You believe it was someone in the family knew, agreed. And oh my God, revenge from somebody. Yeah. Still here. Thank you, Rachel. Hi, Kathleen. Okay. And what will be the Ides of March? That's something to look into. Was it kidnapping gone wrong? It was chaos due to sheriff's ego. Yep. Was it a relative far removed or someone wanting drug money? Yeah. What should we ask? Let me see. Are these the... Let me take these cards. Let's look at... Let's just ask again for the heck of it. Savannah did an interview. Yeah, about... That's what I'm saying. Let's go more into that because it's always sort of come up, you know, whenever I've done a reading on it for myself or even on YouTube. That's sort of lurking in the background. So this one wanted to come out. King of Wands. King of Wands. Even though he's not a Leo, he is a Gemini. He often comes up as a King of Wands in the tarot to me because he's a Blovius Dumbo. Comes up as this big, obnoxious king. Let's just put it that way. So did he have something, is this something to do with Blovius, King Blovius's revenge? Does it have anything to do with that? Oh my God. Yes. Wow. Wow. These cards are talking. They're jumping all over the table. Still believe it's a burglary gone wrong. Could be. But people don't usually bring tarps to a burglary. His backpack was filled. Looked like he had a tarp. People don't usually go in intending they're going to carry out someone in a tarp either. In the family, this is the family card. There's 2 cards in the deck that mean family. This is one of them. The 10 of Cups is the other. It's in the family, generational. So this might be someone we don't know. A cousin, someone that, needed money, asked her for money, and they were told no. Yeah, somebody who needed money. But what does it have to do? Why did dumpster come out in the beginning? Things are moving quickly. A lot of information is going to be coming soon about Nancy, the mother. What does Trump have something to do with it? Is this part of his revenge? There's like 2 stories going on all the time. This is what I don't understand. There seems to be a story, Trump having something to do with it. And then it comes back to someone in the family. Did he get to someone in the family? What are we not seeing? It's a heavy burden. Heavy burden. Judgment. It's all coming out in the open soon. How soon? It showed me before that it was going to be a long haul. The abuse, the people with the swords. Nephew far removed on drugs. And then still so many things to look at, so much evidence to have to sort through. Wow. And this just popped out. I don't know when this came out, but I have this 2 of Swords jumped out too. Wow, so stopped somehow. Blackmail a family member, that could be Diana. So I was asking, does Trump have something to do with it? And we get this King of Wands. Maybe this isn't him. Maybe this is someone in the family. A male in the family. But I was asking, and it came up yes. So it will come to the light soon, that there's someone in the family, somebody that felt left out in the cold, perhaps asked for money, and it wasn't given. Or maybe they had asked for money, and she had given money in the past, and just said, I can't keep giving you money, right? I just can't keep giving you money. And they're looking at it and going, you live in a freaking mansion. Why can't you give me money? But it's like people don't want to give away their money. They have every right not to give you their money. So I think a lot of evidence is going to be coming out soon in the news. We're going to hear about it. This is messages, things coming quickly in the news. So I think there's going to be some kind of break in the case. And everything, we'll see everything. This is an abundance card, and this is the mother card. And I think we're going to get a lot of information coming. But they're stopping us from looking right now, okay? stopping us. Hello, who is that? Hi, Kimberly. It's a huge burden to try to keep people away, though, I think. Blocking people from getting in. They're pushing this case forward. That's what's keeping the case alive, is for people to keep, making posts about it, talking about it. I just hate that the people are standing in the street, getting in the way, like, make your YouTube videos, whatnot, but, leave the neighbors alone. Money makes people do crazy things. That's right, Victoria. But it's all coming out in the open very soon, I think, because this is in the environment, what's around them, the abuse of power by one person in particular, but there's others that were a part of this. And right now, it's very confusing. There's a lot to look at, but I do feel because of this card, we're going to have a lot of evidence coming out, and we're going to have a lot of things being shown. So if I go it that way, as it's someone in the family, then just Donnie, I think it's family member, because there's these family cards here, and, sometimes I feel like it's too much conspiracy to think it's him. So I think I'm gonna, on that note, I'll just say goodbye to you all. See what you had to say. Family Guy paid off Mexican. Maybe. A drag queen. What are you talking about? Oh, man. And a druggy cousin, yeah. Me too, Katie. Nephew, yes, wonder about that. Blackmail a family member. My gut says Bozo had a hand in this. He certainly could have. Is that a super chat? Thank you. Thanks for the super chats, guys. That's really so sweet of you. What does NHL mean? I'm not hip to all the things people say online. You had a bad feeling about someone in the family, yeah. Distant. If you think about your family, like all the cousins you have and everything that you haven't spoken to in years, could have been like someone like that. Aunt Nancy, remember me when? Like, or their kids even. Aunt Nancy was always so nice to us, or, a friend of one of those people, even. A kid talking about it. A kid talking to their friends about their aunt or about their friend's grandmother. It could just be just one more removed. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thanks for the chats, super chats. Thanks for being here. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you around. Bye, Raymond. Bye-bye.